Hey guys, how you doing today? Okay, so I have a custom order for a soap that has a tropical blast scent. It's from Nature's Garden, and it has tropical fruits and stuff in it with actually they say wild watermelon, but it just smell. It has a scent of watermelon. And in the past, I had a flag design that I called it hint of watermelon, and that's because I didn't quite use enough of the fragrance oil, and so this time I'm used the max amount allowed in order to get it to stay strong and not fade. But so I'm making watermelons for the tops embeds out of cold processed soap. Same recipe. It's just I'm making these a day ahead, and more than likely tomorrow I'll be Sunday, but tomorrow afternoon after church I'll be making some soap. So I have two of these little things here that's red that I'm going to make into a watermelon shape. Now I'll be cutting this into four using my soap cutter, but I might have to let it sit a bit. I'm not sure what I should do. I have two so I can experiment and see if the first one when I cut it doesn't do well, the second one will be used. So, and I'm just going to roughly kind of get this into an oblong watermelon-y shape, and so the watermelon things will be formed this way. And I'm only going to do it into quarters. So I'm going to make four of these. I have four extra. I've got some brown here. I'll make seeds to put on it after I cut it. And I'm going to be mixing the the greens together, and I have to divide this up for them too. Where I didn't color anything at all to get it to look like a watermelon. Thought about using white, but I thought, well, no, the natural color will work just as well, or even better for the watermelon look. So on the inside here we have a shape that I'm building, and I'm just pressing all the little bumps, rolling it, and just getting it a nice oblong. I love this smell. It is so much better than the other time when it faded. Oh, I mean, you can smell the watermelon in it, and you can smell the others. And I loved it the first time, but I didn't use enough, so it didn't last. But I think it will last this time. I think it will do better. Because out of the bottle, oh, here we go. We got those. Now I'm going to do this different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move you down. Okay, so here's my work surface. Now for this, I've got it separated into two little ones. I don't have anything to roll it with, but basically I need to try to spread it out so I can wrap it around that it don't look big enough yet. I don't want a thick layer, I just want a thin layer between pink and the green. Okay, so I'm getting closer to having it already, so I'm going to try with the first one here. I've got it on there, and I might have to, spread it out just a little bit to get it all the way around onto it. Because I want it evenly on there, and so far it's working. There, move it around a bit, and now basically I'm going to do the same thing. It's forming this watermelon and smashing on it just like I did before, but now it looks white. Now I'm thinking about putting 4 or 5 watermelon seeds, maybe 5 on each quarter of the watermelon. I don't need it on both sides because part of it's going to be in the soap and you won't see it, because when I have it sitting, it's going to be sitting where the edge goes like this and then go across. Now here I have 2 different colors of green, and my plan was to kind of mix them, much like I used to do with Sculpey. I used to twirl and twist the colors of the Sculpey. So this time, I'm going to do that with this. Okay, now I'm going to cut it in half. And pretty much do the same thing to the watermelon. I'll pick the prettier side, the side that has more of the lighter green showing, marbling. I think I'm going to have to let them sit before I can cut them. Sometimes you have lumps in your soap that you got to squeeze out. This happens to me, and I think especially because I use rubbing alcohol to quicken the saponification, the thickening up, because I didn't want to wait till tomorrow to do these, because I just made this soap this morning. So I did have art classes in college. So that's how come I'm patient enough to work with these kind of things. Now these need to sit. One will be bigger than the other, but that's okay. I need to work on these. Yeah. This here is brown. I don't actually have any activated charcoal to make them look black, so brown will have to do for now. I do need to find activated charcoal, because that's about the only thing I want to put a make the little seeds, roll it, pinch it like I did the tops of the watermelon. You make a little seed like that. I want it really tiny. That one might be a bit too big. I forgot to put my microphone on. This might be just a touch louder. I'll try to even them as much as possible. I'm getting ready to cut the watermelon. Woohoo, woohoo. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to it very gingerly as I come across with my soap cutter here and get a watermelon. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, now this will be easier because it's laying down right there. And get a quarter of a watermelon like that. What you think? This is working out great. You know, if you wanted to and you wanted to make watermelons but you didn't want to go to the trouble of the seeds, this would probably work just as good. But I'm adding seeds. And next, so what I'm going to do is going to punch out a little circle area. Or I'm going to attempt to. About 4 is all I'm going to get on there. With seeds, without. Going for the tiny ones. And I'm pushing and smoothing the area between them down. I might do only 3. You can use the head of a stainless steel nail. They'll be like this on top of the soap.
flat like that, or laying flat without anything. I think they're cute. Can't decide whether I like them with the seeds or without the seeds. Last one. Okay, so there you have it. The embeds are done, and I'll either use them with the seeds that way or without the seeds that way. Watermelon. Bye now.